Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we continued exploring Drakongrace Shinjuku and finding ourselves in a bit of a pickle, where in order to get to the location that we need to activate the lift to get to the altar, there's a huge influx of humans that we have to go through. Thankfully, Yufa came up with the idea of taking down the head of the humans, and that should hopefully disperse all of the rest of them. And honestly, we have no better plans, so might as well follow up with what she's got. So let's go ahead and start resuming our exploration. Today will be the final time that we fully explore this dungeon, yes, but that doesn't mean that we have little to go. We still have plenty of stuff to see here, and there's a few things that I need to revisit in earlier floors to just kind of make sure I grab everything in time. I'm just going to top myself off there. It was a little annoying. Let's actually start by going down south. I want to take care of this Alento. I cannot believe I've been calling these guys tropic Alentos in my footage. I haven't begun editing any of the Drakongrace Shinjuku stuff, but I was watching it back a few hours ago, and I was just like, why am I calling them tropic Alentos? It's tropic Alento. Are you kidding me? I'm definitely gonna have fun making fun of myself in post whenever I do sit down to edit these. First things first, there's this treasure chest down here in the southwest part of the Steel Rendezvous that I didn't actually get. I was kicking myself for that one. However, let's go and open this first. From this point onward, I would highly suggest starting to examine chests, as some of them can be mimics. So in this situation, let's just pop up Will and swap Cycle. Actually, let's swap Medi out. We haven't needed to use Medi just yet in this dungeon, so let's go ahead and just bring in Hamon. That way we have a light use ability. And then for Juna, she doesn't have access to healer, so we'll just figure things out from there. Yeah, we should be okay. We should be fine. I think I have some light-based attack items if I need to have VX and press turns, but we'll see what happens. As always with mimics, try to steal the items you can, as many items as you can. Grace Water is super useful. And let's see how much Hamon's gonna do. About 1,100 damage. It's not bad. Let's use Kendera since Juna has that ability. Oh, she has the staff that increases her electric damage. Megiddo, 545 damage, not bad. We'll pass over to Will, and we should be able to one-shot this guy, no problem. Yeah! Getting us a Grace Water and a Hero's Leaf of Light. We're gonna be getting plenty of those today. Strength and I believe that was Agility for Heizme, pretty useful. What did we get here? Lightning Glaive, ooh, okay, for the Knights. Their normal attacks become electric affinity. Pretty decent, 336 attack power is nothing to scoff at. Let's go ahead and just put that on Hulkenberg before I forget. There we go. Okay, with that done and dusted, let's move on to the lift that we activated previously. Actually, you know what? Since we're on the topic of backtracking, I might as well go ahead and just continue that process. I will meet you on the northeast end of this, wow, I can talk today. Northeast end of the Bounty of Relics, because that is actually, surprisingly, a region that I have not been to just yet, and we might as well clean that out. Actually, on second thought, I think we're gonna hold on to that. I know I've been very wishy-washy today. Probably should just actually stick to my plan, but we're gonna go down this lift.
But this is
Such a spectacular aura. It is here. Our true foe is on this floor. The third eye allows you to look upon it then. We detect no threats.
Leave it to me.
Maybe I can use my face sight. Will, help me give this place a thorough search. Alright, pushes L2.
Right there.
Aha! Look there!
Get him quick.
Finally gave itself away! Guess it realized it couldn't fool us, huh?
This is bad.
There it goes! After it!
Go.
We have to catch it somehow, by any means necessary. So this guy is definitely a different shade of color compared to the other humans, and as with our other previous foes that we fought on this dungeon, or at least ran around, it moves when we move. The idea that Stroll here is to corner it. Well, unfortunately, unlike the other humans that we face, this guy's a lot faster. He takes those corners real fast. So, yeah, we're gonna have to trap this guy somehow. Let's just move him around here, and let's just start closing doors behind it. Obviously, we'll have to take a bit of a detour to move around. That's okay. Then from here, where would the human be? Let's go ahead and close this door. Cut it off at the pass. This will force it to back around. Yep, there we go. It turns around. It does not follow a set pattern. It will just run away from you as often as it can. Okay. And with that done, we have cornered this baddie. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Now, obviously, since we're going to be fighting a human, I would highly suggest you begin preparing yourself. Honestly, my biggest recommendation is to probably have 2 wizards who can utilize Skyfall Bolt, as this enemy that we're going up against is weak to electric damage. If you don't want to do this, Candion is also perfectly valid. But I think I'm going to try Skyfall Bolt since we haven't seen it just yet. And honestly, this guy's going to be kind of a pushover. Now, we obviously need a Masked Dancer, Mage, or a archetype that we haven't gotten yet, so we're going to be swapping Stroll over to the Mage. I will note that this boss does do strike damage. He does do pierce damage. So piercing can be a little dangerous for you if you are not prepared. So just be mindful of that and be sure to prepare wisely in case you're in higher difficulties. Anyways, let's begin this. We've got it. Is everyone ready? Well, this has been a merry dance indeed. Time to finish this. And here we go. This is Homo Flamo. Now, this human design is absolutely directly inspired by Bosch's creations. In fact, it is actually in the Garden of Earthly Delights, as you can see right here that I'm showing on screen. It's actually one of my personal favorite human designs and one of my favorite looks of Bosch. I just like, it's just a pair of ears with a sword in between with an arrow sticking through it. I don't know what it is about it. It just kind of resonates with me. Anyways, when it comes to fighting this guy, I guess we can kind of try and steal. I mean, there's not anything too useful, but strength and sense we'll take. And then from here, obviously, we're going to do Skyfall Bolts. Ooh. I should probably actually showcase what this looks like since we haven't actually seen Skyfall Bolt before. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like.
Combine our strengths. This better work. Yeah. You hit their weakness.
It's a pretty cool looking animation. Now, unfortunately, this boss will raise his attack and defense a lot and then do slash attacks. Now, thankfully, we got, I believe, a dodge there from Heisme, which is pretty decent. Actually, no, we didn't. But that's okay. Now, from here, obviously, its defense being like that is pretty annoying. So what we're going to have to do, if I can find it, maybe I have one that can just remove their buffs. Ah, there it is. The Amnesty Talisman removes all buff effects on all enemies. Use that, and all of his buffs are now gone. Then we can pass over to Will and do Skyfall Bolt again, finishing off the fight pretty easily. This is one of those boss fights where you can absolutely get an unscathed bonus. I just obviously didn't go for it because Skyfall Bolt's cool.
Power can be
Magic and luck for Juna. And with that, the humans are gone. All of them in the dungeon, not just that room. That settles that then. Well done, everyone. The other imposters should now be gone as well. What? The ground's shaking! Is that an earthquake? No, I do not think so. I heard something. A roar, echoing from beneath the very ground we stand on. A roar? So this dragon god can just sense all the humans have been cleared out then?
I'm going back.
Let's go back to the room with the mechanism. The one that was filled with humans. There, we should be able to activate the lift that leads to the altar.
Alright.
That is very true. Let us retrace our steps to the device. Thankfully, it puts you right next to the entrance to the lift, which is pretty useful. But first things first, let's try to get Stroll quickly back over to General. I do want to try and max out this archetype for him today before we end off, because, well, it's a pretty useful archetype to have capped, and I want to tie up loose ends. And I have other things I want to level on him first. Now, before we go and activate this lift, I actually do want to go and now do the thing I was talking about earlier, which is go to the northeast end of this map and deal with the stuff I haven't done yet, because I have left off a lot of loose ends, and I want to take care of them, especially now that all of the roaming humans are gone. we can make use of this. I went too far south. I need to go that way. I will just see you at the location. How about that? All right, right over here by this tropic Alento. I'm never gonna let myself live that down. We got these birds that we can kill, and we can move on to this northeast end of the map. Again, this is, for some reason, this place eluded me from checking my notes and actually exploring the dungeon, but there's so many things to this map, I just completely forgot about it. So this puts us here on the northeast part of the Steel Rendezvous. This lets us travel and see the remaining parts of this map that we haven't just seen yet. And of course, well, because we're gonna wrap up a dungeon exploration today, we kind of need to cover this, because how this works. Thankfully, we're strong enough to deal with most of these enemies now. Let's go and clear these guys out. And, oh, he's just going for a regular attack, huh? Not strong enough to deal with these enemies just yet. That's okay, we know how to fight them at least. Ooh, Forget-Me-Not, 2 scrap metal, and Fiend Flower Nectar. I am oh so excited to see what my loot money is going to look like at the end of this dungeon, because, oh boy, and we're not even at the point where I'm gonna be using Merchant, because we're gonna talk about that, but I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of extra cash here. I guess actually, you know what, might as well talk about, ow! Might as well talk about that. Now, if you are just doing a casual playthrough of the game, or you are following along but you have no interest in really grinding of any kind, I would suggest, before you leave the dungeon, to have about 300,000 reef. I think that's a pretty good number. And if it means running around and fighting enemies in the overworld merchant for a little bit, even if it isn't grinding, I would highly suggest having about 300k. You'll obviously get way more as you sell your loot. However, I think 300k is a pretty good sweet spot. I, for one, however, am going to be aiming for around 600,000 reef before I leave the dungeon, because I have a lot of items very soon that I want to purchase, and I want to be able to show them off as soon as possible. Again, none of this is going to be super necessary, and I will be sure to purchase the most important things first and make note of them whenever we get to them. But I will be purchasing a lot of stuff, and so since this dungeon has a lot of enemies, and since it's going to be high enough level, this is, in my opinion, one of the best places to actually farm cash. Now, funnily enough, despite the fact that we've seen a lot of pretty good areas to fight enemies, we actually haven't seen the best area, in my personal opinion, to grind enemies in this dungeon just yet. We'll see it today, of course. But that'll be something that I'm excited to showcase, because, oh, I mean, you guys will, you will know it when you see it, kind of thing. Also, this is definitely supposed to be a puzzle, but because we already dealt with all of our human opposition, we don't have to worry about that at all. Check the chest. It's regular, we're good. It's common chest, okay. Chef's Mitts, strength and magic +2, and makes you immune to burn. That is honestly not bad. And with the extra defense, that's a pretty good deal. Oh, I actually kind of want to avoid fighting any of the Manjulas just because they're probably the most obnoxious enemy out of the bunch. So I think I'm just gonna walk past this fellow, even though he's definitely, oh, you can see him on the minimap, he is charging after me. Okay, definitely want to make as much distance as possible. Take care of this fellow. I should be leveling up with Will here fairly soon. And that probably will be enough for me to be able to take these guys down in the overworld as well. Not like I need much help. I mean, I'm doing just fine in combat. Yeah, I'm almost level 44. Another Hero's Leave of Light. I'm sure I'm like at like probably 50 of those by now, which I'll be using. I'll be chugging a lot of those. Okay, in this situation, we're now at a spot where we've completely connected the rendezvous. I think we've gotten every piece of loot that I need to get. So in this situation, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to open up the south part of the map, because it has a lot more roaming enemies, and I'm just gonna take care of those guys and then meet you back at the base floor because we have a new lift to unlock. Hey, there we go. Will's level 44 on the way back. Let's pop that into magic. Funnily enough, I feel like I might have more points for Will. Let me just double check that. Nope, I don't. All right, cool. Just big double checking after having that issue prior. Probably just need to keep that in mind from here on. Ding! All right, now that we're back here in the Bounty of Relics, if we just head south, we will be able to go back to that room that was full of humans. Thankfully, it won't be that way anymore. Hang on. Hey, can you pop up on the ground so I can beat your ass? Thank you. Money, 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 money. Yes, give me the money. Money, 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 money. Yes, Wario's my spirit animal. All right, let's go.
I hope we've seen the last of them.
Open this up. And, yep, humans have disappeared. It seems Yufa's instincts were correct. Now first, I want to go ahead and go to this room because it has treasure chests. Let's open it. Hang on.
I bet we could.
All right, we're good. We are good. A common item. All right, what do we get? Coddled Choker. Okay. Magic choker imbued with a loving but overzealous protective spell. Reduces the damage from being hit by your weakness. Pretty decent for archetype lineages that have a terrible weakness spread, looking at you, healer. But otherwise, probably try to avoid getting hit by your weakness if you can. If you can't avoid it, then, well, it's the best you got. Let's go ahead and just yank that. And that will open up lift number 3. Whew. Glad that's over with. I'm ready for a nap. Well done. The lift that connects to the altar should be in working order now. Sounds good to me. Whew. Finally, let's take the lift to the altar. Hang on, Juna. There's still more stuff to see. Including a Tropic Alento. All right, there we go. Temperance White Mask.
I see the
Deal with this guy. Whoop, there we go.
Do it again.
Heavenly Water. That was definitely worth circling around for. Absolutely. And a Luck Incense. Okay. Can you not just jump my ass? Thank you very much. All right, well, time to go back over to the east side of the map. I will see you there because it's just a lot of walking. Alrighty, there it is, lift number 3. At this point in time, I would highly suggest you just make sure that you've outfitted everything. Yep, you've seen all the stuff we needed to do. So let's take ancient lift number 3.
So apparently,
This quake's more violent than the last. Looks like we're finally closing in on the Dragon God. You know, I've been thinking, could the Dragon God be responsible for the fall of this lost city?
That can't
What are you saying? The Dragon God is not so wicked as a deity as the one you describe. Can't well say she's wrong, though, can you? Didn't they originally discover Draco Dios down here? That is true, but be that as it may, it doesn't mean...
no.
This is no place to consider such hypotheticals. There's no other way to tell if one is friend or foe than to meet face to face. So true, Hayasme. The altar's entrance is just ahead. Let us make haste. So there's 2 paths for us here. We can go up or we can go to the left. First things first, let's take care of this human. We're at a high enough level to kill them in 1 shot. So I think we're gonna go this way and ride off our high here a little bit. Okay, deal with you. Grab this. Pallid Thinstalk. Interesting name. Oh, hello, a new enemy. Well, kind of a new enemy. Let's go ahead and just stun him.
Nice.
Now, obviously, we have seen this human before, and obviously because I wasn't talking about humans' inspirations, let's go over that right now. This Homofrostine and its redneck cousin Homofukilo are inspired by Hieronymus Bosch's Saint John the Evangelist at Patmos. You can see it in the bottom right corner right there. This is an oil painting, one of my personal favorites that Bosch ever made. And yeah, that's it. That is the painting that inspired this design. I mean, it's pretty much identical, except this guy is blue. I mean, that's kind of cool. He's blue. Neat. Okay, only got 2 hits there. Now this fellow is all about ice. As you can see here, ice attacks all over the place. And obviously Bonfire of the Vanities, which is an AoE almighty attack, just like Homofukilo had. Now, of course, I will be the first one to admit that, do you think fire is his weakness? Well, let's find out. Nope, fire is not his weakness. However, we got a burn. That's pretty good. Let's go and just do a gold attack. Got crit, not bad. And let's just go ahead and finish this guy off. I mean, the burn attack's gonna be just fine. We'll be okay. We can see what his weakness is the next time we fight one of these guys.
Ooh, not too shabby.
Because I'm too lazy to look over a little bit to my right to read my notes about the enemy's affinity.
I feel stronger
Ooh,
already.
strength boost for Juna. I mean, the benefit is the level ups are set, so I already knew she was going to get that, but doesn't make it any less annoying. Grab that. Magla. Oh, hello. Come on, hey, let me fight you. All right, there we go. So Magla potion and then teeth. Benefit is that we can just do Gabatra, and then attack them all with Stroll, with Megiddo, and that should kill them all. Yep, no problem. Ooh, 2 Emperor White Masks, but no extra loot. That's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll live. From here... Ooh, I did kind of want to get that loot. Oops, that was just a growl. I don't like that noise. It's probably a Manjula, if I had to guess. Quartz Vine. Deal with you. Thankfully, again, I can fight them in the overworld now, which is pretty valuable. And over here, we have more bombs. Bomb. Grab you. These stupid Spectos. Unfortunately, they like to teleport right in front of you, so it lets the mage do its thing. Speaking of the devil, hello, die. Okay, we've got 2 lost relics and a treasure chest. That is dangerous. Well, thankfully, we still have Hamon in our back pocket, so we should be perfectly fine. Probably. Anyways, as always, try to steal. Well, I'll see you in just a second. Please be second try. Please be second try. Please be second try. Yay, okay, I don't need to edit anything. We're good. Let's keep it going. Hamon time. Okay, decent damage. Do Kandera, because that's the attack that she's boosted with. Megiddo. And then pass turn over to Will to ensure that this guy dies. Alright. And Hero's Leaf of Light. I will always take those. Such a valuable item. And what we got? We got the Sumptuous Magla Feast. Fully restores 1 ally's MP. Yeah, it's a pretty valuable item to get in this dungeon. As you can see, our MP, thankfully we haven't been struggling too poorly because I've had so many Magla pills to chug. But speaking of, Juna, trying to throw a few back. There we go. And you know, it hasn't been too bad. Oh, hello. We're gonna go ahead and deal with this guy, and then it'll be time for some checking out some lost relics. All right, that guy's done with. Let's see what's over here. There's what looks like to be an ancient stack of paper on the ground. The front page depicts some kind of chart.
Mayhaps.
These are ancient numerals. Perhaps it is a record of days. My best assumption is that this is an ancient calendar. Why does it break every 7 days? If indeed it is a calendar, the weeks should be separated in groups of 5 days. Perhaps their way of counting weeks was different to ours. Looking at this calendar, it would seem that the number of days in the year is the same.
Whoa.
So this must be an ancient calendar. 7 days a week? Too many. Honestly, I wouldn't be against moving to a 5-day-a-week calendar with the way that Metaphor has it, but I don't really know how the logistics would work on that, but I feel like that would just be a nice rounder thing. I mean, 5 days a week, 30 days a month, 12 months in a year. It sounds a little more appealing, but I just don't know the logistics. There's a thin disc on the ground, catching and reflecting light. Maybe it's an ancient mirror or something? But why the hole?
Look.
It's got magla circuits embedded inside it. Perhaps it's a very ancient igniter. Look at the way it shimmers, like a rainbow. There's a hole in the middle. It's got some faint scratches on it too, like it was spun around. Perhaps it was a throwing weapon. Could this be the ancient assassin's tool spoken of in my village? The fabled shuriken? I cannot fathom the purpose for this. Was it a weapon of some kind? Well, I mean, you did burn things on it, but I don't think that's exactly what they're thinking of. And also, that's a different type of burning. But anyways, let's just move on. Hello, human that I can one-shot now. Ooh, dodge roll. Okay, let's go down south here. More Spectos, my least favorite enemy type in the game. Even though Mage kind of invalidates them, because I can just sit there and push buttons. Unfortunately, we're not strong enough to take care of this human in the overworld yet. But my gang has got me covered. Oh, and he's brought in Spectos. Well, they're weak to piercing damage, which isn't my favorite, but we can work with it. Elusive Dream first, just to get some damage chip on it. 300 damage is not great, but we can work with what we got. We can do a Gabachira, I believe. It'll take care of those guys. We can then do a Bachira again. I guess I could have done Pandera. And then since, for some reason, the semaphores count as piercing damage, we can get extra damage here. We can do Elusive Dream, get more MP back, and kill the enemy.
Smooth finish. Great work.
Demonic Icicle and 2 Stygian Sutras. Alright. Thank you, Hulkenberg, for being our hero Leaf of Light farmer. Let's go ahead and open up this door. However, there's not really much I'm going to do in here just yet. Because, ooh, Transcrystal.
We are now in the middle room. As you can see, it's a long hallway with a trance crystal. But not just one trance crystal that has enemies that we can instantly kill in the overworld. Not just 2 trance crystals, but 3 trance crystals. All with enemies weak enough for us to kill in the overworld. Obviously, there's a Manjula stuck in the middle right here, which is kind of annoying. But this, in my opinion, is the best place to grind anything in this dungeon. There's literally 3 trance crystals in the middle. Yeah, the Manjula is kind of annoying, but you can deal with it and not have a problem anymore. Easily the best place to grind any kind of item whatsoever if you're farming money or Hero's Leaf of Lights or any kind of white masks or item drops. Just have item collector increasing abilities and you will just go ham here. It is so good. Obviously, we're gonna go ahead and make like a tree and get out of here because I don't want to spend all my time there. Ooh, another Manjula. Wonderful. Let's go this way then. Now, I want to go ahead and head to this little crevice in the Middle East. No, to the east side of the map, because that should be where we can find our next point of entrance. So let's go over there. Okay, back over here, as we can see. Let's take this path this time. Obviously, there's a locked door. Great, we have to take a detour, as Yufa points out. Gonna take care of that guy. And there should be 2 areas here. Great, more Spectos. Love those guys. Just go ahead and kill all of them. Do not want them anywhere near me because they're very annoying. Another Stygian Sutra. And another Homo... not Flamo. You're Homo Frostine. Yes, I should know that because you're literally the ice guy. And I like ice-type Pokemon. I should know ice-type stuff. But I guess I'm a fake fan or something. Let's use Kandera to finish this guy off. I was hoping that would actually finish him off, but it didn't. Well, maybe we could just do Kandera. Get some extra AoE damage over there. We'll do Megiddo. That'll do at least a little bit more damage than usual. We will do... maybe we could try to Assassinate and we'll get some... yeah, we got the instant kill. Okay. I love Assassinate. It's so much fun. Another Hero Leaf of Light, getting us magic and endurance for level up for Hulkenberg as well. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. Check the chest. It's safe. Open it up first. And it's a rare one, too. Hair Breeches. Greaves made with the fur of a nimble hare. Casts Sukakaja at the start of battle and will give endurance and agility +2. Sukakaja will increase our hit rate and evasion at the start of battle for 3 turns. Pretty useful. Over here, there's a cracked, glassy slab on the ground. When I pick it up, I hear a strange noise. What was that sound? Someone here? No. The sound definitely came from this little stick. It was like a roar, a landslide, manifold screams. Sheesh, you think maybe some kind of ancient device used to scare away animals? Hey, do it again.
It would seem...
unfortunately, it looks to be broken. I think that sound we just heard was his death rattle.
No, don't tell me.
That sound, an echo of what happened here in the past? Sure, we can go with that. Anyways, over here we have more exploding enemies. Wonderful. Oh, I just want the item. I should have been mashing X. Fine. Port's fine.
There they are.
Go ahead and deal with you. I see if walking EXP coming my way. Yes. Die. Oh, hello. That's you. You have a Dark Souls placement, my friend. If I was low enough level, you would have just come around from the corner and jumped my ass. Well, thankfully, don't need to worry about that. I can explode and die. And these guys are gonna walk into my AoE like the probably amoeba-brained creatures that they are. I don't know what the intellect of a Spectos really is.
I think there's...
This is a safe treasure chest, thankfully, and another rare one for that.
Perfect specimen.
Tortoise Jambeau. Greaves made from the shell of a resilient tortoise. Casts Rakakaja at the start of battle and will give endurance and agility +2. Rakakaja will increase our defense. Not bad at all. And also, another lost relic. There's a clear container on the ground at my feet. Must be some kind of ancient vessel.
Hey.
Oh, wow, give it a touch. I think it was a regular bottle, but it's soft. Squeezing it makes a little thuddy sound and it dents. What is this material? It's not glass. A material that's soft doesn't break immediately. And it's not fabric? These ancients sure were innovative. Ah, yes. We all knew that plastic would survive the apocalypse and survive long after we're gone.
That's probably what it is, at least. Anyways, let's check out this room right here. It's kind of a dead end, but it has humans in it. So we must kill them. Do not get hit by him. He will actually start a real fight. Do not want to get a disadvantage against these enemies. I would get jumped. Oh, hey, didn't I just kill you? Whatever, it's fine. We can just kill him again. One-shot time. Yes. Try some of this. Oh, we didn't do that line. Oh, well. Well, we can do Lucid Dream. Maybe get some MP back. Yeah, well, I'll take a... technically, it was still using MP, but it's better than spending 500 Reeve. I'm gonna be a money hoarder for a little bit, even though I probably would have gotten my money back here. As I said, money hoarder. Oh, hang on. Grab this. Some weathered paper littering the ground. Sky sundering wings, ground aflame, sweet hellfire. Capital falls, city envelop, mag. Should not surrendered ourselves to fear.
Hey.
Pretty dark. You think it's a chronicle of the fall of the old world? It reads like a glimpse into hell.
No, don't
That
tell
might
me.
not even be the worst of it. These sky-sundering wings. Are those the dragons? Dragons in the ruin of the old world. Seems more than likely. Yeah, it seems more than likely we're gonna find out more about this whenever we meet with the dragon god Et. And honestly, I'm starting to not be too excited for that. Also, mysterious iron ingot. Yeah, that's definitely what that is.
Hey,
It just looks like a big metal box. Some sort of transportation, I believe. I've heard it speculated to be a form of ancient carriage. I'd hate to be the horse who had to heave this hunk of metal around. Seems needlessly strenuous. I bet it allowed the ancients to travel to all kinds of places. Kind of romantic in its own way. Travel is a good thing, isn't it? It must be. Though never having left the island, I lack first-hand knowledge.
No.
You'll have plenty of opportunities to learn, but only if you choose to live. That is very true. And yeah, Stroll, I do not envy the horses that have had to lug this thing around. It's tough. It's tough. Especially whenever they run out of gas. Ooh, golden strand. Oh, Manjula! 6 o'clock! Well, I guess that'd be 12 o'clock, actually. I definitely know my timetables. Superior Bossy Law. Ah, no! I was too busy reading the left side of the screen. I didn't know when he was actually attacking me. Yeah, that sucks. And he's gonna all reset me. Did I have any buffs on me at all, actually? I don't remember. You know what? I'm not going to stand for this. I'm running from this fight so I can beat your ass real fast. Come on. Yeah. I fight on my terms, damn it. Get assassinated, freak.
looks like that's all.
All right.
Great job.
Priestess, white mask. Hey, Yufa, that's like right up your alley. Even though, I mean, you're not the masked dancer. But you've got the mask and you're the priestess. I thought it was a good bit, but and the Manjula's gone. I think I maybe reset his spawn, or maybe he just ran really fast and I wasn't paying attention. That's also probably the most likely answer, actually. Die! Oh, die! There we go.
Amazing.
Grab this energy incense. I'll take it. Now we go down here. I just want to make sure I'm not going the wrong way. I am not, in fact, going the wrong way. I'm going the right way, and that is over here. Obviously, there's a door right there. Let's go and open it, because this leads to just some loot. And another lost item.
Would sure be
Of course, this is a mimic. So let's just be prepared for that. Get myself another graced water while I'm at it. Come here. Psst, 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 psst. Come here. Ah, come on. Okay. Ah, there we go. Definitely second try. Definitely 100% second try. Absolutely. Anyways, Hamon, bring him out. Okay, 1200 damage is not bad. Not bad at all. Unfortunately, Juna is now faster than Will, so I don't get another round of Hamon. Thankfully, Kandera is strong enough to finish that off. Otherwise, that would have been a little awkward. That's the downside of my agility being terrible on Will. I think it's actually his lowest stat by a lot. Ooh, Thrilling Tricorn. Magic +4 and prevents sleep. Actually not bad at all. There's a little metal tablet on the ground. Wonder if it's some kind of component something. A rectangular metal card. By size, it's a plate key of some sort. But, nay, couldn't be. It is thoroughly broken. but it also looks as though it could be an ancient part of something larger. Perhaps something like an ancient maglet.
For real?
Hard to picture a little metal what's-it like this being a key. I'd love to meet the people who designed and used these.
Whoa.
Can't imagine what this was. Perhaps to perform some kind of magic. Yeah, that's not a. They're honestly not too far off with that one. Honestly, the gun one is probably the funniest one. I'm like, oh, I wonder what some kind of like magla injector. Yes, yeah, magla injector, definitely. I mean, they inject it with something. Let's go and take care of you. You are a roaming bot. What are you running from? Are you running from me, or are you just you trying to get your like 10-kilometer in before you die? Well, hopefully he got his workout in because he's dead now. Grab this matter break hammer, and we can open up this door. And would you believe it? It'll lead us to the hallway that we were just in. That has all the cool stuff in it. Which is really neat. Let's go ahead and just take care of these guys. Let's just walk around, and I guess I'll go ahead and take care of this Manjula while I'm at it. So, Stroll. Time for you to go back to Pugilist for a little bit. Time for you to go back to Pugilist. Where are you? Come on. Let's beat his ass. Now, maybe I can get really lucky and just gamble on this. Come on. No, I tried a few more times and didn't work. Oh, well. Well, do Kandera. Oh, come on. He recovered from stun immediately. Well, you know, could be worse. Let's use Crushing Fists. Decent damage. Maybe we do Assassinate now. Oh well, I tried. He's gonna do War Cry, and then what are you gonna do? Attack? Nice dodge? Come on, I thought I predicted it. I did not. That's fine. We've got Batra. We got lots of damage. We'll be good. You know, just punch him. Doom. That's what we like to see, Stroll. That's what we like to see. Okay, Chariot White Mask from that. Also level 45, which I don't think is enough to deal with the other humans in the field, but we'll see what happens. Also, we did now max out General. Oh, trans crystals in my ear. Hang on. Let me like turn my camera around. There we go. All right, Stroll maxed out General. From here, I think we'll actually keep him on it for right now, just so we can get more heroes leaving flights. Soon enough, we'll move him over to something else. But honestly, we're at the point where we have enough of these heroes leave of lights where we can easily max out a good bundle of archetypes. Ooh, hello, Elementa. Let's go ahead and deal with you first. Come on, no, you bastard! Oh, I'm gonna have to begin the squad battle regularly. I'm not gonna be able to get this the way that I want. Goal attack. I don't have wind on her anymore. That sucks. Maybe I have wind attacks in here somewhere. Please tell me I do. I do not have any wind attack. Well, I can do Demonic Icicle. I can pass turn. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to retry this. Let's try something else. Let's do maybe Elusive Dream. That did a bit better. We could do Blizza. And then I don't have access to any stronger magic, so we're just gonna have to do Cyclo. And maybe Megiddo? Okay, 408. I think Juno will do more damage. Batra. Yes, okay. Well, that's what I get for getting hit by those humans and not being able to get the squad battle in time. But, okay, we still got the Unscathed Triumph. Take what I can get. Okay. Yeah, I'm not strong enough to deal with that human in the overworld just yet, but everything else in this field I can deal with, which is not bad at all. Okay, let's deal with you properly this time. Going past turn, let's do Gabatra here. And from here, we just fight you normally. Batra, you recover from stun, which is a little annoying. It's okay, we can just poke. And then maybe we get an assassinate? Oh well, that's fine. Batra should finish it off, no problem. Okay. Now we got the Superior Mossy Threads and level 44 for Heisme. Alright. And grab this. And grab you.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use
And
for
then
that.
also, if you want to return to the higher floors, open up this lever, and this will be your quickest way back to the lift, as you can see here. Now, let's move forward. There's a mural inscribed with archaic writing. Dragon God Et.
What this is?
It depicts the dragon god manifesting before the priestess. The dragon god normally dwells within Dracodios, but takes to its dragon form only when I, the priestess, will it. Only when you will it. And now as the village comes to harm. Does he just pop out and go on a rampage when he's feeling antsy?
See here.
It's my first time doing anything of the sort, and as such, I am uncertain. However, the dragon god is a protector deity. If we fulfill our duties well, he will come to our aid. I am certain of it.
But
What do you mean by well? Has the village lived up to these so-called duties? Denny said it himself. The village took all of their fears and anxieties and burdened your shoulders with them.
Say,
Yufa, what truly compels you to seek the path of self-sacrifice?
but that's
Because it is my duty. Can't we stop the cycle?
but that's
No.
so.
What need would there be for a priestess if it were to stop? The village has already sacrificed so much. The priestess cannot simply abandon her destiny. I am sure it's a matter of pride for you. You didn't take this role on lightly. But I cannot condone a course that may lead you to dying in vain. Given how much you seem to care about people, Yufa, you really could accomplish a lot if you didn't, die.
But then.
My duty is as a sacrifice. I have more value in death than in life. I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, in fact, you've been a big help to us throughout this dungeon, and I think that alone proves your value.
Collection.
Dragon Blood Sap right there, and right over here is Divine Elixir. Besides, she has a loving brother who wants to see her home safely. Not like we can go against his wishes either. Let's go ahead and head down. It's a mural. The priestess and the dragon god is inscribed here in archaic writing. Is the priestess holding a lance and a dragon? So the lance is in the depths of this place.
Hey.
This image, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. On the left is the dragon god. Would it not be facing the priestess if it meant to be a meal for her? Or not a meal. She is not. The dragon god is not the meal for the priestess. Make a meal of her. Sorry, loves. I've got a little dyslexia here today. There in the middle. Are those the inhabitants of the village?
Indeed.
They are. I interpret it as the people standing protected behind both the dragon god and the priestess. I don't know. It seems almost like the priestess is fighting with the dragon. Are priestesses really supposed to be sacrifices? Is the legend, well, correct?
See here.
But offerings have been made of the priestess to the dragon god for generations.
Might I ask you something? Why have you come to this island? For the lance, I know, but why risk your very lives for it?
well, we've come this far in together. I suppose she deserves to know something, at least.
There is someone we aim to save, one who was ambushed in shadow, cursed to die. And the blackguard responsible for this cruelty now seeks our land's throne. If we are to thwart this tyrant, we must first ply him with power and favors. That is why we seek Dracodios.
So you do not bid for the throne for yourself? I had heard that the mainland's aspirants were all seeking relics for their own gain in the race.
But just so you know, we still meant that part about not wanting you to die.
Perhaps it was the same with my own parents. My mother and father served as the priestess and island chief before my time. They died in an accident out to sea. More than 10 years passed. We knew they'd set sail to seek the dragon god, but we never knew why they made the journey at such a time, when no ritual was needed. To hear all of you now, I think I might understand. Perhaps your aims are not so different from theirs.
They sought to question the ritual itself, whether these sacrifices held any meaning. That way, they might protect their dear daughter. Is that it?
Yet there are those in the village who will not suffer any doubt in the dragon god's ways. My brother left for the mainland, claiming he'd change us for the better.
Your parents were not alone in their love for you. There are others on the island who would see you live.
And truly, I'm grateful. But as a priestess, even surrounded by such chaos and despair, I have already known such joy and freedom. To me, offering my life is no sacrifice. Those born into blessing must give back in turn. Such a duty is no more than simple common sense. It is the only way to live.
Well, that settles it. I'm getting you out of here. Deal with it.
Wait, but did you not hear a word I just said?
Oh, we heard. But fools like us rarely listen.
Hear, hear, Heisme. Hear, hear.
Let's go.
Let's move on. The altar's close, right? Yes, it is. Be sure, if you take anything away from this entire playthrough at all, grab this Maggle Hollow. Grab it. Just grab it. It's very, very important. Let's go ahead and do that, so I don't misuse my own advice. And with that, we have come to the end of Drakongrace Shinjuku. It's been a long dungeon, for sure. It has been a long, long dungeon. And from here, I want to reiterate something. I highly suggest, if you have any interest at all in getting money, or farming Heroes Leaf of Lights, or any other thing of the sort, now's the time to do it. I, off-screen, will be farming about a total of... I will be accumulating about 300,000 extra Reeve to make a total of 600,000 Reeve. This is not necessary. If you've been following along and have been playing pretty much exactly like I have, you are in a perfectly good spot. I am doing this for playthrough purposes only. If you are interested in doing so, now's the time. However, next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we are going to be meeting with this dragon god Et and learning the truth of these sacrifices. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.